Hello and welcome to another Gateway video. Today we're doing a tier list of our archetypes. At the bottom is like a card representing each one of our archetypes. And I'm here with Damikos.
Yo.
The other guy that makes the game.
Yes.
And I'm Spiro. So basically, we are gonna like think about it, how good we think they are, then place them, and then just discuss it, and then eventually come up with like our placement depending on what we both think. So yeah, we can just start.
Let's get on it. The Great Elders.
So these are actually kind of weird because they're not like their own thing. I mean, they can be their own thing, but it's more like you like if you can make it work, you throw it into another. Like the most successful it's been is like with bees, the spark flies, and in elder bees is what it's called. So yeah, like they're like disruption. So I don't think
we've ever tried it in a full deck, but
yeah, exactly. They don't really have much of a win condition.
Yeah, like a little splash on other decks, specifically bees.
But in the time that I've seen, I think the strongest is I forgot the name. One second.
Silas. The negation one?
Yeah. So from what I've seen, I think the strongest is Zilith, because it has... So basically how they all work is that you discard your entire hand except for all Great Elder cards in your hand to play it onto your opponent's side of the field, whatever, like opening Warrior Gate. And then they just do what they do. So Zilith negates the effects of like adjacent warriors, so anything to its left or right, and that's really good. The only drawback is that like they're pretty high level, and you're just giving them free damage, pretty much, yeah. So you do end up like taking good damage, like pretty much the turn after. Based off that,
I'd say decent. I don't think
same.
It has enough testing to be at good or even very good, but I don't think it's bad.
It's not bad at all. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's decent.
All right, curse forms. Oh, good.
Okay, so there is a specific deck that I have built based on Hitowashira's effect, and that itself is good.
Yeah.
I don't think a pure curse form or like how they're meant to be played is that good, but if you go with the build that I have, which is basically preventing your opponent from attacking you, which is you're locked out of attacking any of my cards while I'm still able to attack you. This deck doesn't care about their copying effects. It's just getting out the card draw and stopping the opponent from attacking you.
So what he's talking about specifically is using Itawashi's effect with like a bunch of other curse forms out, blocking all your other gates, and Itawashida protects all the other curse forms, and then you can use Rai Shield to protect Itawashida itself.
Yeah, I can try and put up the cards we're talking about, like Zealous and Great Shield up, so you can see.
So with that combo, it is actually really hard to break through. I've played against it countless times. I think curse forms are actually like one of the closest things we have to like a meta deck.
Yeah,
because they've seen a lot of success in like previous tournaments, and just like casual play. But yeah, like you can out the combo he's talking about with like a swinging axis, but either way, it's still really strong.
Yep.
So I think I want to say very good.
I think it's very good. I don't think it's broken.
Yeah, because it's definitely like well above Great Elders, which is like the only other reference we have right now.
Yep.
All right, Foulwings. These guys are kind of weird. I think they're like the most middle of the pack you can get.
Yeah.
Honestly, the most average possible.
As they are right now, I think they're bad.
Fair. All the way down, like under Elders?
Like under Elders. I think
wow.
If we tried to make a pure Elder deck, it would be better than a pure Fouling deck, if we're really talking about it.
That's interesting. Okay. Huh.
Because you need a lot of them on play to be able to do something. And if you do get their Union Warriors out, that is less damage total overall.
True. The Unions do die pretty easily too, but I actually don't know how I feel about that. I was gonna say good, but I think you're right, so I'll say decent.
We could. Personally, I think they're bad, but we could do decent. Yeah, they're
Like
definitely
low
below.
decent should work.
I 100% believe they're below grade Ellis.
Okay, Sky Warriors. Now I'm not biased because I play these guys a lot, but I am. So I immediately very good. So for those that don't know, they do like it's like a combination of like self mill and combo. So they self mill and then a few of them when they're milled they play themselves, and then you get like some bounce effects in there and it's pretty cool. Pretty like cool aggro combo stuff. And I find that really fun and I play them a lot. And I think I think I've won like most of my matches with them. I don't remember many losses.
Yeah, I don't think they're better than Curse Forms.
Yeah, for sure no.
But they are better than Foulings and Great Elders. I would say good right now.
Okay, good, and I think we might change that depending on what else we put in good.
Yeah.
That's just like based off what else we have.
Yeah, it's the fact that you rely on the RNG of milling.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's so many times
play.
where I'm like, I dig and then I use field reaction again and I dig and just nothing happens.
It's like you're milling like 7-10 cards and you get nothing sometimes, which is why I think they're at good.
Yeah, sometimes you mill like Robin too early when you don't have like the gate for it or something like that.
And he just stays there for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Can't really do much about it. But usually it works out. So I do think they're good, yeah. All right, gun droids. So we have a playtest tournament going on right now, and I'm playing gun droids, and I think I've lost a game, but not a set. Yeah, yep. I haven't lost a single set, and that's because like they have really good burst damage, but if you have like any kind of defense, they fall off. So I'm actually really happy with how they're balanced. So, you can like really go off, but like you lose so much card advantage in like doing your combo that if they have any kind of like good defense, then you're just not gonna have the cards to keep going. Like closer to the end of the game. But if you can like just keep that offense going at the start, then you kind of just win.
Yep.
So based off that, I want to say worse than Curse Forms, better than Sky Warriors. So I think like low, very good. So like behind Curse Forms.
Behind?
Yeah.
Really? I would say good, like above Sky Warriors, but I don't think it's.
I think I can be. I don't think I've had this matchup, but
I don't think we've played this matchup. Yeah.
But I think droids can beat Curse Forms.
We gotta try it out. Yeah. So I guess we'll leave it here for now.
We'll see.
But yeah.
All right. I think this before even thinking about it, I think this one's bad.
Yeah.
But the horses. Okay, we unanimous decision.
Yeah, they're bad. It's not. It's a bad archetype. It's just really.
It's tough to pull off. You need you really need the right conditions.
Yep.
So basically, for those that don't know, again, they're like the only alternate win con we have in the game. So you need six warriors total out at the same time, and then you have to activate a court. But not obviously that sounds pretty easy. Kind of not though, because 4 of the 6 have their own like conditions, and they like on play, they enable each other's conditions. Yep. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that's how it works. But you just need like if you want to have them enable each other, you need at least one of the conditions to just be met naturally. But yeah, it's actually a lot harder than just winning normally. Like most of the time, they end up winning by just dealing enough damage than the win condition. So yeah, I think bad for sure.
Now we have
the mimics.
Yep.
These are weird.
They are, because as of now, they are the only cards that you are able to play face out. Like your opponent has no idea what you're playing.
So you can put them like in support gates, like where helpers go, face down, and then if like a certain condition is met, you can flip them face up, put them on a warrior gate, and then they do stuff. But they're like really reactive.
Yeah.
I still think they're good though. It's weird. I want to say. I think they're worse than Star Warriors though.
Yeah, I would say decent. I think Foulings are for sure way better than Mimicas.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Hot take.
I think these would be kind of like are they better than Foulings though? Or worse?
I think they're better.
You think?
Yeah.
I think they'd be like elders, right?
But worse than elders. Well, maybe. It depends on if we're talking about like pure elders or just the cards.
Right, because I could see the Minicas being splashed in like the elders are.
Yeah, exactly. But which one would be better to splash in? I think elders.
Yeah, so I think this.
That's a good placement. Yeah.
I think foulings are a tiny bit worse than Minicas. Yeah.
All right. Moving on to moths. We both really like this archetype because they're really cute. So they're like hard control, so they mess with stats a lot, and their whole gimmick is that they have these equip quirks that you equip to your opponent's warriors that have negative effects. And then they scale depending on certain things. Thing is, like, there has to be some way for your opponent to get rid of them, obviously, or that's broken. So if a moth arc is destroyed by battle, then the equip quirks are destroyed. You can also like protect them a little bit, but and also like the effects. So the way it works is like the effects of the equip quirks are like optional, but if your opponent chooses to not activate them, then their warrior gets popped, aka like destroyed. And obviously they're like negative effects that are choosing to or to not activate. These are also weird because I think it depends a lot on your hand, like a lot, way more than every other deck.
Yeah, I think they are pretty good, but yeah, like you said, you need a lot of like drawing, shuffling back in order to get enough of the equip quirks where if you give them to your opponent, it would matter.
Yeah.
Right? So what are we thinking? I think they are better.
I think they're better than elders.
Yeah, they are better than elders. Are they better than Sky?
I don't know if they deserve to be in good, though. It might be high decent.
You don't think they deserve to be in good?
I'm not sure. What do you think?
I'm not sure either.
You can say high decent for now, unless you want them to be in good.
All right,
because I can be convinced for them to be in good.
Yeah, I'll put them in good for now. But
okay.
Unless, yeah.
All right. Moving on to dragons. These guys are actually pretty good. They're like they're kind of all rounders, so they have pretty good stats. They can play each other, so they have like good longevity. I can't really think of like a big problem with them. It's just like, like again, like they're all rounders, so they're not really good at like anything.
They're like your basic deck.
Yeah, they're like average. Yeah, it's like a starter deck basically.
Yep.
It's like kind of made to be a starter deck. With that said, like we've seen a few like dragon players in the last few days, and like it's actually worked out pretty well. If like the player like knows what they're doing.
They're made to scale, like literally.
Yeah.
Like, it's pump out the damage as fast as you can.
And also Narth is actually like a really good win condition. It's, I believe, one of 2 cards that protect from battle destruction.
Yep.
So it's the other dragon Kane, and then a Narth. It's also we should be saying red dragons because that's what these are, not just dragons. But yeah, if you have Eternal Flame, then Narth is protected from battle destruction, and then Kane, if you have Archaic Remains, then he's protected from battle destruction. But right now, we're just talking about Narth. I think she has a really good like win condition and also like Eternal Flame gets you like good burn damage, just to, like finish it off. Like they do like really good like sustained damage. So above Sky Warriors? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're above Sky Warriors and definitely above Elders.
How close are they to Gun Droids? Because then they might be very good.
Ooh.
I think they lose to Droids by like a lot.
Do they? I think
top of good.
Yeah. I think they're a bit better than Gun Droids, but I don't know, because Gun Droid can
Do you think that
dish out a lot.
We can put them under Gun Droids if you think they're better than Gun Droids. That's kind of like the middle ground.
Yeah.
All right.
Very good.
Moving on to Pearls. Shout out to the Sweistein. We'll probably like put his link in the description or something.
Yeah, this is one of the. I think it's the only full crossover archetype.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So basically, they have a bunch of level 1 warriors, 4 of them to be exact, that like can equip themselves to each other from the black hole. and then they have like effects. I think the big threat though is like with Pearl Calamity.
Yep.
Because like the amount of it can just like snowball into a huge threat. Thing is, like, it sounds really strong on paper, but like for the most part you can kind of ignore it. The thing that can make it like really hard to deal with is the one pearl that can like increase its level, which is, I'm pretty sure, Pearl Clim. So after every time it's in battle, its level gets increased. And so if it's in battle once, level 4, and again level 5, and that's just going to keep on going.
Yeah, and you can like stack the clims, so it would get
right,
double
exactly.
damage. Not double damage. It would get double levels per battle.
Exactly. If you can get multiple, it gets crazy. But it is like a little bit slow. I think not too much, but like it's enough where you can get like some good damage in for it to like you can get good enough damage in for like by the time that it's out. You can probably win by just ignoring it, but it's a little tough. It depends, really.
I think it's more of a late game kind of deck.
Yeah. With that said, you also need a lot of setup.
Yeah.
Anyways, with that said, actually, I have no idea.
I think they're better.
Yeah, they're definitely like
they're better than Skies. I think.
I think I agree. Yeah, better than Skies.
Are they better than Dragons?
Well, I think yes. I want to say yeah.
Better than Dragons. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure. I feel they're better than Dragons.
Okay, we can do that.
Because they're all level 1, so you can get this out pretty quick.
Yeah, you can storm out really fast, and even like before you're getting your Calamity out, you're doing really good damage. All right, Sharknulls. This is another archetype that I'm really proud of. I think they're very well balanced, if I do say so myself. Because I think like the timing of your opponent, like almost getting you to 0 or getting you to 0, and them winning from the mill win condition is like really close most of the time.
Yeah.
We've had games where it's literally like 1 HP.
Yeah, we're like he's at 1 HP, and I'm like 3, 4, 5 cards left in the deck from the mill.
Yeah,
it's really close.
Like I don't know how I did it, but it happens pretty much at the same time, which is great. Your damage isn't really that good. You don't have like even though you do have Spearhead, you don't have like the speed of a lot of other decks. Like it does take you a good long while to get your Emperor out. But when you do, it's actually pretty good. Or sometimes it just dies immediately.
Yeah, and if you speed out the Emperor, you lose the damage.
Mm.
But you can still mill the same amount of cards, which is still good.
Then you have like more mid-game threats like Hammerhead with like Hardened Iron, which is like we actually didn't even intend that combo, which is funny.
Iron combo.
We just like happened to make those cards separately, and they were literally perfect for each other. But yeah, that's also like a really good middle of the game threat. I think. Oh, another thing I would have mentioned actually. The Sky Warrior Sharknull matchup is like the funniest thing in the game.
The funniest thing.
Because both sides are constantly getting exactly what they want, but like somebody has to win. And like I said, Sky Warriors are self-mill, for those that don't know, and then Sharknulls are just normal mill. Oh, and also there's kind of like a gimmick to how Sharknulls mill. So you have like your cards in hand, then you have like the top of your collection, and whenever basically like when they mill you, you're given a number to mill. So let's say like 4 cards from I believe Hammerhead does 4 cards.
Yep.
So you just have like you need to get rid of 4 cards total from both your hand and your collection, or it could be like 4 from your collection, 4 from your hand, or 2, 1, 3, whatever. As long as it's 4 cards total. And I think that makes it really fun for like counterplay and stuff. Anyways, so I think they're worse than this one's weird. I think
they're better than Moths.
I think top of good.
Nah, because I think Warriors are better than them, to be honest. I think they're better than Moth Arcs. They're less.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, okay. So under Sky Warriors makes sense to me. All right, Slimes. These guys aren't very good at all, but they're not really meant to be.
Listen.
They
Let's just call it what they are. They're bad, bro.
okay.
They're
Look, at least bottom of decent. Come on, be nice.
No, like
They're not.
there is the only card that is the only slime card that sees relevant play is Splashy.
True.
Like,
Splashing and Hardy, I think.
Yeah, but Hardy barely.
Barely. True. I still think they're really good though. I just don't think people like see them really. Like they have really good like splashable effects. Like you have a Cloudy Slime that can play you like a level 2 from hand. Hardy that can like negate attacks. It's like I think the only card that negates attacks. You have what like Splashy that can draw you a bunch of cards. What like Sparky that can negate effects. I think again the only card that can negate effects. Like Icy that can like stop attacking. It's all really good. Like imagine I don't know like getting like an Icy on a Narth or something like that. Like that'd be crazy.
Yeah, but still.
I just don't think they like see like they're good. I just don't think anyone plays them. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to them.
You know what?
I think above Mimics.
No.
Actually, yeah, I disagree with myself.
No, you know what?
Underfowlings at the very least.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one to you. I'm gonna put it under Fowlings, but I
Fair.
still think they're bad. They should be at top. Of
Okay,
that,
bees. I'll let you speak for this one.
Bees. Listen,
We're listening.
I think bees are good.
Mm-hmm.
I would say top of good.
I agree, actually.
I
Yeah,
would say top of good.
very fair.
Because I don't think pure.
They're like really versatile. They have really good damage.
What's happening?
They're consistent. It's all good.
Yep.
All right. So I think everyone's noticed by now that the broken tier has like nothing in it. So like, why would you include it if nothing's broken? No, there's something. There's this new archetype we just like came out with like what 2 weeks ago, something like that. Not too long. The Tukis. They're the first reveal of our next set or our first mini set, following set 1 Inception. And after playtesting,
They're bad.
Okay, yeah, obviously trash.
They're bad.
Trash. Okay, bye.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
they're pretty
as of
broken.
now, as they stand, they are. I don't want to say broken, but
You can definitely beat them, but like
you
it's
can
hard.
beat them. But if you have to beat them the first 3 turns.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, you're dead.
3 turns, you're done.
You're dead.
You're getting max like 5.
Yeah.
So this is because they have a combo of like 2 cards. So they have Tuki Totem Pole that self mills 1 card every start of or end every end of every one of your turns. Self mills 1 card from the top of your collection for every Tuki you control. So at the very least 1, because Tuki Totem Pole is a Tuki in itself. And then that fuels Tuki Tuk, which is like their main damage dealing source since they're all helpers. I forgot to say that, but yeah, they're all helpers. It's like their whole thing. So they kind of like thrive off not having warriors. And so that Tuki Tuk deals damage at the start of your turn for every Tuki card in your black hole. And so if you're constantly self-milling, you're using like failed reactions and stuff, you're like just ramping. So you're going from like, I don't know, like 2 damage turn 1 to like
Then it jumps
5,
to like 5.
and then it's like 8, and then you just lose.
Yeah, the damage scales pretty fast. If you don't beat them, you turn 3, turn 4, you're dead.
Yeah, so we have some ideas to change them. Don't worry, we're working on it. We're not just gonna let this run rampant. But with that said,
Are there any
changes we want to do? That they are all even.
Are there any changes you want to do?
I think curse forms are like have the rightful place at the very good top of very good. Okay. I think
No, I did that as a joke, but if you really think about it, it should be.
I don't think so.
If you really think about it, because there's this card, the adorable apparition.
Oh, true.
That makes this unoutable.
Very true, actually. Maybe it is broken. Huh. Not as broken as Tukis, but still there.
You know, but this is more like deck analysis or like deck building stuff.
Mhm.
A single elder kills Tukis if you really think about it.
Wow. Wait. Oh my god.
A single elder kills a Tukis if you really think.
Wait, I had never thought about that. Wait, that's so busted. What?
A single elder shuts them down.
That is true. Yeah, that's very, very true. Huh.
Now think about it. The only archetype that would run Heartbreak Holster would be the Tukis.
Very true. Very, very true. Wow, that's interesting because we always joke that Heartbreak Holster is like only good for like playing outer decks if you want to like play it to your side of the field, deal damage, and then pass it to your opponent.
Now, if you're a really fan of that card, you have a second archetype to play it in.
There you go. It's actually useful. I don't know.
Are you okay with this? I feel like they should. Though.
I'll trust you. Okay, we can keep it.
That adorable apparition combo recursion itself, it's literally unoutable with 500 toughness. I don't think.
All right. Here's the trade offer.
I don't think.
Here's the trade offer. Curse Form's gonna be that high up, but we're gonna respect slimes a little more. That's the trade offer. That's the trade offer. I'll take it. I'll take it.
They
I'll
are
take
not better than movies.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
They are not.
All right.
I think
everything else looks good.
I think. Yeah. I think. Do we?
No, I think that's no.
Sure about that?
Yeah. I think. All right.
Yeah. I think this is it. I think this is a final gateway
official tier
set
list.
1 Inception, including a tiny bit of redacted.
Oh, true.
But the Tukis.
Of set redacted or mini set redacted. So yeah, that's the final official tier list. If you disagree, you're wrong.
But also tell us.
But also tell us.
You think?
So we can make fun of you for being wrong. And that's it. Goodbye. We're gonna be doing more cool stuff later. Hopefully those videos come out in a timely fashion.
Yep.
And see ya.